Good morning, guys. How's it going? A bit snowy out today and decided to light the fire, but a bit of snow ain't gonna stop me. Last time, we got the threaded rod put through the hood. Still gotta get the rest of that bolted down. Still gotta get my other fenders started. Get that creased in. Other than that, I haven't done too much with it since then. However, I did pick up some new rod. So today I'd say we're gonna attempt to tuck that trunk and probably bolt it down. First time going at any of this, so I'm not 100% sure how this is all gonna turn out yet. And like I said before, my place that I'm going has very limited rules. I'm not allowed to do much welding or plating, but I am allowed to crease to a certain extent. I am allowed my threaded rods. So we'll see how this turns out. Down on this vehicle. Had it for probably about 3 or 4 months now. I had one previous to this that I ran this summer. It was my first time. Really enjoyed these vehicles. They're tough. They don't stop. I had a problem with my shifter, but I'll get that sorted out with this one. She's pretty much bone stock for the most part. I think I might leave the dash in it. I left it the last one. It's not big of a hassle. Like I said, it's not much of a pro show, so a lot of this stuff is going to be stock for the most part. I'm planning on running a post to post. I'm not sure about the seat bar. I normally use that ratchet strap, ratchet in the back, pop it up around, ratchet it down. That usually does pretty good. The only reason why I really leave it there so I don't, break off the seat and whatnot. And I've heard a couple stories about people wrapping their backs around that post going from B pillar to B pillar. So I think I might leave that as is. Just use my ratchet strap. She does have a stock suspension. By the looks of it, she do have newer struts in the rear, both sides. Well, she is pretty rusty. In the meantime, there ain't much left to her. Bought this thing for a couple $100. She runs good, not bad. We'll have to get a cold start video on the go in the not too near future. And see if this thing still runs. I would imagine she does. Let's see if we can get that hood popped up. Got a couple things done around here. Uh-oh. Cruise control. I can see that being a problem. Never caused me much problem in the last one, but I don't want this to be the first one. And for some reason, this thing is famous. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else has ever dealt with this before. But she likes to, every time you plug in your fan, she likes to cut herself off. She kills herself with all power and she won't run. You plug it in before she tries to start it, she won't go. So I think I might just hotwire that to a toggle switch on the inside and just have both going at the same time. Not allowed to run a transmission cooler. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed no plating or nothing. No welding. So other than a set of headers and a couple knickknacks with the wiring and get me threaded rod done and a hole cut in the hood, for this part is mostly done. Like I said, I'm allowed to crease my fenders, bang them in as much as I can, keep them away from the tires. I got this one just about done. He just started. Now, I know that's going to raise the question. Yes, it's going to leave my tires poked out, but I would rather leave my tires free from metal bonding and up other than, Well, if it breaks it off, it breaks it off. It is what it is. I am going to dish out the trunk and the speaker deck for viewing purposes. Other than that, that threaded rod is about as much as I can do with that. I have to leave stock bumpers. I can't weld them on. They got to stay pretty much as they are. As you can tell, my creasing on the driver's side is pretty much done. And I started it with the side, but it's not quite there yet. But we'll get there. Get our holes cut for our seat belts. And the windows, that's going to be more of a spring job, I think, for the most part. I still got to beat these wheel wells in. Probably throw some small tires on there. For tire wise, pretty much anything DOT approves. But I have to keep them roughly the stock size. I don't know if I'm allowed to run dummy tires. I don't believe I am. I might be. I'm definitely not allowed to run doubles. But what I can do, a lot of messing around, a lot of screwing around, but I am cutting out every second lug. This tire is not done, but I'm cutting out every second lug to try to give it more grip, I suppose. We'll see how that runs. I don't think it's really going to work, but whatever. I'm not in it to win it. This is just complete fun for me. This is just a hobby. First one wasn't built so much. It was pretty much just a gut and go. Paint, more done in a paint job. She did have a set of headers, but that was about it. And I'll throw up a couple pictures in this video. Yeah, anyways, thanks guys. It's been Derby Kingdom. Until next time, have a good day.